Hi there everybody, welcome back to Prestige Auctions, and this is a special Monday sneak peek, but not of the usual kind. Of course, we are shut down for 2 weeks now, so there are no things to show you. I know you're all going at home because you love coming to the auction and buying all these fantastic items from the house clearances that we do. However, we're having a scheduled maintenance break now for a couple of weeks to actually make some vast improvements to the auction, or at least that's what we hope. Of course, so what I thought I would do is, because it's Monday night and it's 8 o'clock now, there won't be one of these for next week, by the way, but it is just for this week. I thought I'd give you a little trip down memory lane, and we're going to have a look at some of the things that have gone on at Prestige over the years. Now, it's not going to be an extra long video. I just thought it'd be something nice just to knock up so you guys can see some of the things that have changed massively, and I mean massively, at Prestige Auctions. You can hear me, I'm already typical that I'm just about to go on holiday and I'm already full of cold, but there you go, that's the way it is. But as always, we want to thank everyone for their continued support, especially with the YouTube stuff that we've been doing recently, because we've been doing a lot of stuff. The subscriber levels are going up, and it is important that you do subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, but if you subscribe, it helps our channel out a lot. Okay, so if you are thinking about doing something like that, just hit the subscribe button right now. Also, the idea of this tonight is just because you would be used to watching the sneak peek at this time on a Monday, and but so what we're going to do, we're going to have a quick look at a couple of things. Now, I've lined a couple of bits up on here for you to be able to have a look at, and the first one I want to do is I want to by the way, I want to take you all back to 2017. Now, most of you that are watching this now probably weren't even with us in 2017 when we first started. Now, what I can tell you is the auction room used to be the other way around. Pardon me. It used to be the other way around. So if I show you this picture here, you can see here that there's the old Oran Podium, which was tiny. And the business that used to be next door to us was Cool Energy. And the only thing that blocked off between the two was a fork truck. So... and we used to film the videos, the live feeds on a Saturday from what was the balcony in there. It's all boarded up these days, but I was going to give you a little look of how it used to be and see if you can see some of the differences to what's going on these days. So I'll just let this play for a second and let you have a look.
There is a £5 minimum on these, so you've got to be a fiver if you want to be a £5. 5. No.
One of the things you do notice there is that my style of auctioneering has changed quite a lot.
475 is a... This one is the Foss Russell.
So there was trying to sell some things there. Our porters, look at the porters. They used to wear luminous tops. How cool is that?
No, I'm going to sell them £5. 2. The other one I wanted, 507, £2 anybody. £2.
£2.
£2.
Wow.
2. I can go 2. £3 anywhere. £3 anywhere. £3 anywhere. He's not.
So back then the old starting bid was £2, of course, and that's changed these days with inflation. But there's me fighting for £3. Look.
I'm going to get this at £2, surely.
I think this guy down here, I think he's asleep. Look on the settee.
£3, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at the signage as well, how small the signage is and stuff.
7, 8, 9, 10. No, he says no. £9 a half. £9. 10 anywhere. 10 anywhere. No, I'm going to sell them £9.
It just kind of shows you how different things are.
£7, 8.
Let's move on a bit.
At that, 232, 234 anywhere, 234 anywhere, 232, I'm going to sell.
So whatever that was, it sold for £232.
16 is the quite nice rose gold
And of course, you can see back then as well that if you look here, the monitors up there were quite small, so you didn't have much to be able to see. So it really was a good case of viewing. And oh wow!
That's £190. Is that a bid, sir? 190, I'll take 190, 195.
So you can see that's how it all started, and that's pretty much how the auction room was. And what's strange is that's all the wrong way round, because we used to use the other side camera, hence the writing's all the wrong way as well. So, you know, all these things that you start off with as a business, and as you get bigger and better and you get more money and all the rest of it, you can slowly but surely improve things. But there you go, that was that. So anyway, the next thing I want to show you, I'm just going to set it up on here. I want to ask you a question, right? So, and I want you to leave some comments for me for this, because I want to know if you want to see. We used to do sort of little information videos like this one. This one was all about, believe it or not, was about a toilet roll. Just one second.
To remember this stuff, you'll remember the pain. This is a toilet paper called Isol.
Who remembers these?
Medicated toilet roll. This one's in a bit rough state. You don't see so many of them around anymore. But what was so rough about it? Well,
giving this to school children these days would be classed as abuse, I'm sure.
Oh, the kids of today in schools, and if you went to a council toilet facility or whatever, they will get nice soft toilet paper, cushioned toilet paper most likely, but this stuff here was anything but that. This was what we basically used to look like grease-proof paper. It's like that, like tracing paper. I mean, this one obviously has been stored for many years. This has come out of a house clearance that we've done. But as you can see there, the tear-off sheets, this was sort of the colour of it. Yes, kids, you are looking at this. This is what we used to have to wipe our backsides on back in the day. This stuff was horrible. It's painful. It was not the nicest thing in...
Who remembers using this stuff back in the day? My God, it was absolutely disgusting, wasn't it? But we managed to find some. And the idea of these videos that we was putting out a while ago was to give people, to show people things, so sort of vintage and collectible things and stuff. And sometimes giving people an idea of what they can sell in the auction.
In the world, but you know what? If you had no choice, it's what you had to use. These things were hanging on the walls of council facilities and schools especially. Schools used to have this stuff in, and it was really not very nice. You kids these days don't know you're bored, you don't have to use this stuff, thankfully for you. But look, these things survive. And what's really interesting about this from an auction perspective is that these things come into places like auction rooms, old store cupboards and things. I believe this came from an old schoolhouse which had a store cupboard, and about 40 rolls or so of this came in one box, and it was sold in the auction room. Well, we managed to keep hold of one for you to have a look at. What's really interesting about this is that this sold for about £15 in the auction room, and these are selling for £5 each online.
Now just think about that. We talk about reselling all the time. So 15 odd quid in the auction room. What was it we said there? 40 odd rolls at £5 a roll, 200 quid. Wow, what a profit. So, you know, that's so what we're asking you is, would you like to see more videos like that, giving you sort of information about different items that are sold or could be potentially sold in the auction room, or not? I mean, some people find them interesting, some don't. But unless you tell us, we can't decide what to do next. So what we're trying to do is trying to get an idea. Now, of course, moving on to COVID times, of course, we did some stuff like this, which we quite enjoyed doing. We had sort of a lot of time on our hands and that, and we would put videos like this out. which at the time, you know, were a lot of fun to make. It was a case of having a look through the archives and finding pictures and things, and just, you know, one of the things we did during COVID was try and keep everybody inspired, and you know, and while a lot of people were just taking the time to just sit on the backsides and do nothing in business, we took the time to actually start talking to our customers. We did the Saturday morning live feeds from the living room, where we'd do the Saturday Not So Live, where there was no auction, but we would just talk to the customers for an hour. Which brings me on to the next thing. So, who remembers these?
And having a bit of a laugh in it as well, of course, in our usual style. So, thumbs up if you think it's a good idea, and if it's something you would subscribe to and watch.
I can't wait to watch it. I didn't know about it.
So basically what these were live from the living room. So especially during COVID times, and even after COVID, we carried on with these, where me and Lisa would actually go live from our front room on an evening and just talk to the customers. I'll just let you listen to a bit more.
I've been working on it all week. Did you not know that?
Happy New Year, Dave. See you at 7 o'clock in the morning, my love.
Well, thank you. I think that's probably telling me that it'll be something that's quite interesting. We're aiming to have it out on a Wednesday night. The reason being for the Wednesday night is because we are going to be covering off some of the items that are going to be in the following week's sale. So it'll give you an opportunity to know about them items. And we're going to try and give you an insight into why it would be a good idea to bid on it.
So basically, we would do these live from the living rooms. Lisa, I would be sat there looking at one of a camera, and Lisa would be sat there reading the comments and things that come through on the iPad. Now, these were quite good fun to do. So what we want to know is, we'll just see what Lisa's laughing at first.
And maybe make yourself some money.
Bruce has put... Now, bearing in mind, it's Bruce Taylor. Right?
Okay.
You know who Bruce Taylor is? You do? When I say this. Can you please ban bossy little blonde midgets, as this would help me greatly?
Oh, Lisa, no. You weirdo.
Oh my God, I forgot about stuff like that. So the idea of that was to go live from the living room and basically show you guys, just talk to you all. And you know what? They used to be so popular. Well, of course, with the latest YouTube stuff, it's a little bit more difficult these days, but maybe every now and then you'd like us to go live from the auction room and come back on an evening and do a bit of a live feed and all the rest of it in the studio like we are now. It's a bit messy because we're all getting ready for the shutdown, but maybe that's something you'd like to do. But of course, guys, the only way that you can let us know about this stuff is by leaving a comment. So if you leave a comment and tell us what you'd like to see, would you like to see more live feeds with me and Lisa? Would you like to see, more information videos? Or would you like to see some more looking back videos? There's so much that we can do. The possibilities are endless these days with our new YouTube channel. So we are looking forward to doing as much of this stuff as you want us to do. So as long as you guys keep watching it, we'll keep producing it. But give us an idea. So of course you had that one there, which was the live from the living room type thing. Let me just take that one off. We had this one here, which was looking back at old auctions and things. This one here, which was like sort of the creative videos, and this one here, which was the information videos. So if you want to see any of those, or if there's any in particular that you want to see, or any you'd like to see again, then do let us know in the comments. But until then, listen, guys, have a great couple of weeks away from us. Get all your stuff sold. Get ready for buying a load more when we get back. We're going to be back with a load of improvements to the auction room, which we're really looking forward to and really excited about. So it's up to you guys to turn up for us once again. We will be putting the first sneak peek out on I believe it's the 6th of November, something like that, which is when it's either 6th or something like that. Anyway, somewhere around there. It's the first Monday after 2 weeks anyway. The sneak peek will go out. The auction room is going to be packed. We're so busy at the moment. So there's going to be plenty of gear for you guys to buy. And not only that, you've also got the videos to look forward to of the podcast, which we've filmed in advance. So you've got one of those going out every Friday night. And I can tell you we're planning on doing something from overseas as well. So everybody, thank you as always for supporting our small business in Grimsby. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and leave us a comment. It does help us a load. Have a great holiday, everyone. And we'll see you very soon back at the auction.